Oh, where's our Stacey? Okay. Hiya, Hag Sameach. Good Yom Tov. Just encourage people to be merry. You know, some people don't need to, some people might need to. Mike, how is your back? How is your back? What about carrying a Torah scroll? You can? No. Okay, you can carry. Okay, lovely. Thank you. I'll give you one. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. I'll have to, probably I'll have to move it. I'll put it here because otherwise it will catch Sally all the time.
Perfect. I told you it was an experiment.
Stacey, do you want to say hello to your parents? Louis, Sherling, I think so. Yeah.
Mum, are you there?
Hey, Mum and Dad.
Hey, Mum.
Hi, David.
Camera's
Good
off,
Yom
but
Tov,
that's okay.
Shahak Sameach. And hi, Mum and Dad as well. Of Stacey.
It'll just be Mum.
Okay.
That'll do the techie, but
Fair enough. I can understand. Look, I'll take this one. This one will be dancing. Lots of energy. Danielle is here. That's lovely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. No, absolutely, it's fine. So where's Stacey? Stacey, this one is for you. It's the gin. For now, yeah. Well, you're not reading from the Torah, so you can. Good Yom Tov. Goose one, yeah? Nice. It's my favorite, yeah. Well, hello, good Yom Tov. Hag Sameach. Lovely to see you all. Please take a seat. We start with the service. Then we do one hakafah. Then we'll do the Torah reading, which you'll be pleased to know is shortened for tonight. I know. How good I am. I can see the righteousness is just coming through the energetic levels of my nim. And then we will continue with hakafot. We'll do a bit of dancing. So you know that it's a mitzvah to dance, to rejoice tonight, and dance with the Torah. Some of the scrolls are quite heavy, so you don't have to do that, as long as you just dance and rejoice. And we're here to honor two special ladies, Kalat Torah and Kalat Bereshit, Esval and Saleh. So it's all very exciting. We start with the service on page 422 and lighting the candles, which I would like to ask Monique to do. Page 422. And this one. While Monique is getting herself ready, you'll see that there are some treats here, which were very generously given to us by Ross. So when we'll do Hakafot, please take them. And then we've got wonderful bags with sweets for each of you to take home. And for our younger members, like Benji and Louis, you can have 2 bags each. And you can decide whether mom and dad can have one or not. Today you're in charge, tell them. So if they haven't been behaving well, they don't deserve a sweet bag. Please stand.
In the spirit of an ancient tradition which unifies and sanctifies the house of Israel in all lands and ages, we welcome the festival of Simchat Torah by kindling these lights. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, who sanctify us by your commandments and enjoin us to kindle these festival lights.
Hag Sameach, please be seated. And we continue with Shehiano as the first festival this year of Simchat Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. As we come to the end of the Sukkot season, we recall yet again how fleeting is our life. But we remember too that we are not made only of matter. We live in dimensions of spirit, in a world of sacred time. And now we look back upon the great creation of our people, a literature inspired by God we call Torah. For on this day, we complete and begin again our cycle of reading from it and our exploration of its many meanings. Today we discover in you that its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Today we rejoice in our religious heritage and pray that we may always be loyal to its teachings. This book of the law shall not cease to be on your lips, but you shall ponder it day and night, so that you may carry out all that is written in it. Then you will prosper and succeed. Torat Adonai Tmima Meshivat Nafesh. The God's teaching is perfect, reviving the soul. God's word is unfailing. God's precepts are right. God's commandments are clear. God's doctrine is pure. God's guidance is true. Ben Bagbag says, turn it and turn it, for all is in it. Look into it, grow grey and all over it, and never turn away from it. For you cannot find a better way of life than this. Vaydaber Moshe at Moadei Israel el Bnei Israel. And now we continue on page 427. Please stand for Baruch. Baruch hu et Adonai, Amevorach, Amevorach, Baruch Adonai, Amevorach, Leolam, Leolam Vayed. Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'arif aravim, bechokma potech she'arim, ובתבונה משנה עתים ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור. ומעביר יום ומעביר לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. ברוך אתה אדוני, המרעיף ערבים. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נעשייה בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, נגע יומם ולילה. ועבדך אל תסור ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. We continue with Shema. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך, בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Please be seated. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו. ואנחנו ישראל עמו, הפודנו מיד מלכים, הגואלנו מכף כל העריצים. ויוצא את עמו ישראל ממצרים לחירות עולם. וראו בניו גבורתו, שבחו והודו לשמו, ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם. לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Let us read together. Grant, eternal God, that we may lie down in peace, and let us rise up to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your wise counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield us from sickness and war, from famine and distress, and keep us from wrongdoing. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our guardian and deliverer, a gracious and merciful God. Guide our going out and our coming in, that now and always we may have life and peace. We praise you, God. May your sheltering peace descend on us and all who dwell on earth. And we also pray today so that the sheltering peace will descend on all the petrol stations and give it petrol and peace to all the inhabitants of London and the country, so that we are not panicking. Amen. Amen. We continue with Amida on page 431. Please stand. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi teilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi teilatecha. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh Hakol, ve'Zocher Chazdei Avot ve'Imaot, u'mevii Geula livnei bnehem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים הטרף להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריע השמש ומוריד חתל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, לך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוהך מבלעדיך. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Please be seated. אתה בחרתנו מכל העמים, אהבת אותנו ורצית בנו, וקידשתנו במצוותיך, וקרבתנו מלכנו לעבודתך, ושמך הגדול והקדוש עלינו קראת. ותיתן לנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה מועדים לשמחה, חגים וזמנים לששון, את יום חג השמיני, חג העצרת הזה, זמן שמחתנו. מקרא קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים. Our God and God of our ancestors, be mindful of us and all ye people of the house of Israel. Grant us well-being and blessing, life and peace on this festival of Simchat Torah. This day remember us for well-being. Bless us with your presence. And grant us continued life. Amen. Grant, eternal God, that our observance of the festivals may bring us blessing, happiness, and joy. Sanctify us by your commandments, and make us loyal to your teaching. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts to serve you in truth. Grant, eternal God, that the happiness of the festivals may be with us always. We praise you, God, you hallow Israel and the festivals. רצה אדוני אלוהינו בעמך ישראל, ותפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. ברוך אתה אדוני, שאותך לבדך ביראה נעבוד. מודים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו, מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך על חיינו המסורים בידיך ועל נשמותינו הפקודות לך ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו ועל נפלאותיך וטובותיך שבכל עת ערב ובוקר וצהריים. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך ולך נאה להודות. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני עושה השלום. Now you have a few moments for your own personal prayer, preferably thinking what you're grateful for or just feeling the sense of joy and happiness of the festival, of the special occasion, and being together as a community. And we will finish with the prayer for peace. On page 436, Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Uyaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Israel, ve'al kol bnei Adam. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Israel. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al Israel. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel. Ve'imru Amen. Wonderful. And now we continue with reading the Torah. With finishing. We will finish reading the whole big scroll. We'll finish reading it. And then we will start reading it again. Maybe my life is very sad, but I find it very exciting. It never finishes. Page 504. Page 504. And because we have lovely, wonderful children with us, we will change the order. We will do Hakafot first. And then you can stay, or then you can go. We will give you all the sweets. And so it depends how you feel. But let's agree, when we'll do Hakafot, we'll do dancing. From here, from the bima, you can only take one sweet per Hakafa, per round, okay? Deal? And then Penny and who else is going to give you Stacy and Jacqueline will give you some more sweets. Page 504. Happy are those whose way is sure, who walk in the light of Torah. Happy those who follow your teachings, O God, who seek you with a whole heart. Your word is a lamp for our feet, a light for our path. Your Torah is our joy. Happy the people on whom such blessing falls. Happy the people whose God is the Eternal One. You have been shown that you may know that the Eternal One is God. There is none else. There is none like you, Eternal One, among the gods people worship, and there are no deeds like yours. Now and forever, let your name be praised. And let us say, deliver us, O God of our salvation, that we may acclaim your holy name and triumph in your praise. Eternal God, give strength to your people. Eternal God, bless your people with peace. Adonai oz le'amo iten, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. And I would like to ask Mike and Stacy to open the ark. And Prim, is it okay if I'll ask you? And is it Oli? Louis, Oli? No. You can come all together. Yeah. What's I forgot? Yeah. Jack. Jack. Sorry. You look like Oliver to me. Can I ask Jack as well to come here? And then Louis and Benji, you can come with Dad. And we need one more. Who shall we get one more? I'll carry the little one. Okay. Lovely. Sorry. I hope it's okay. I will. Charlotte, come here. Charlotte, here. But we will be passing it around so you can see. Do you want to come here? This one is for you to carry. Benji, do you want to carry one? Or?
Sorry.
No.
Melt it down.
You're right. Like a baby. Have you ever been called a baby? Like you can see from below, you can see the father too. Don't drop it. No, don't drop it. You'll pass it up. So pass like a fan. And then can you pass it to the Benji? Okay, so Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. How happy, how fortunate, how privileged are you, O Israel, commissioned to serve God, inheritors of the Torah. So the first Hakafah will be traditional, which you can find on page 506. We will do 7 Hakafot, after which you would pass on the Torah scroll. I suggest we'll put it on the desk, so the next person will come because of obviously of COVID. We've got some extra treats for adults. If you need a bit more spirit to rejoice, it's just there. Please help yourself, because that's a mitzvah. Whatever helps you to rejoice is there. And we've got sweets here. Adonai Moshiach, Adonai Atzlichana, Adonai Aleinu Yom Koreinu. And please join us as well. Don't stand, just come and go. Let's go together. Adonai Moshiach,
We've got hand sanitizer by the thing. We've got sanitizer by the back.
One more. Dove tzedakot Moshiach, bohem le'odor bilvu, tzlichana, batikvas naseinu b'yom reinu, v'yach okay. Yeah. Okay, now we're switching the scroll. Strong enough, we can take the scroll. It's a bit. I can take one scroll. Yeah, you sure? Anyone would like to do the mitzvah? It's a big mitzvah. If you would like to take, we've got a small scroll. So please just take whichever one you want to. Okay, hine matov umanayim. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yad. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yad. Maybe for people to gam yad. Etachim nematov umayim, matov umayim, shevet gam yad, nematov umayim. to expect. So next year we are going to have a do proper dancing. Which I would like to share with you from Rabbi Allen. He says that Val has held almost every post in the synagogue except treasurer. Quite impressive, quite impressive. So now we know which other post to offer her after this big mitzvah.
She can have it, it's fine. I surrender it.
She has also designed everything. Torah mantles and all other different bits and pieces which I still don't know about, and made them. Very impressive. Val's late husband Jared and Val were founder members. It's amazing. Thank you very much. We wouldn't be dancing here today without you. And you also helped find the shul and physically rebuilt it with Sheila and Terry Benson. And you also run the religious side of the shul, and I met you being the member of Rites and Practices Committee. Thank you very much, Val, and I'm delighted to call you up to complete the cycle of the Torah reading today as a special mitzvah and a gratitude of everything you've done for the community. Ta'amot Hadassah Bat Chaim Lekriyat HaTorah.
Baruch Adonai HaMavorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher b'kavod b'cholim Michel Ha'amin V'natan לנו את תורתו. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu HaTorah.
Amen. We read in chapter 34 of the book of Deuteronomy. ויעל משה מערבות מואב אל הר נבו ראש הפסגה, אשר על פני יריחו. וירחו אדוני את כל הארץ, את הגלעד עד דן, ואת כל נפתלי, ואת ארץ אפרים ומנשה. ואת כל ארץ יהודה עד הים האחרון, ואת הנגב ואת הכיכר בקעת יריחו, עיר התמרים עד צאור. ויאמר אדוני אליו, זאת הארץ אשר נשבעתי לאברהם, ליצחק וליעקב לאמור, לזרעך אתננה, הראיתיך בעיניך, ושמה לא תעבור. וימות שם משה, עבד אדוני, בארץ מואב, על פי אדוני. ויבקר אותו בגיא בארץ מואב, מול בית פאור. ולא ידע איש את קברתי עד היום הזה. ומשה בן 120 שנה במותו, לא תחתה עינו ולא נס לחו, ויבכו בני ישראל את משה בערבות מואב 30 יום. ויטמאו מי וכי אבל משה, והושע בן נון מלא רוח חוכמה, כי סמך משה את ידיו עליו. וישמעו עליו ישראל, ויעשו כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה. ולא קם נביא עוד בישראל כמשה, אשר ידעו אדוני פנים אל פנים, לכל האותות והמופתים אשר שלחו אדוני לעשות בארץ מצרים, לפרעה ולכל עבדיו ולכל ארצו, ולכל היד החזקה ולכל המורה הגדול אשר עשה משה לעיני כל ישראל.
Moses went up from the steps of Mount Moab to Mount Nebo, to the summit of Pisgah, opposite Jericho, and the Lord showed him the whole land, Gilead as far as Dan, all Naphtali, the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, the whole land of Judah as far as the western sea, the Negev and the plain, the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, as far as Zar. And the Lord said to him, this is the land of which I swore to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, I will assign to your offspring. I have let you see it with your own eyes, but you shall not cross there. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, at the command of the Lord. We buried him in the valley of the land of Moab, near Beth Peor, and no one knows his burial place to this day. Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes were undimmed and his vigour unabated. And the Israelites bewailed Moses in the steppes of Moab for 30 days. The period of wailing and mourning for Moses came to an end. Now Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with the spirit of wisdom because Moses had laid hands upon him. And the Israelites heeded him, going to, as the Lord had commanded. Never again did there arise in Israel a prophet like Moses, whom the Lord singled out face to face, for the various signs and portents that the Lord sent him to display in the land of Egypt, against Pharaoh and all his courtiers and his whole country, and for all the great might and awesome power that Moses displayed before all Israel.
יישר חזק, חזק, ונתחזק. So now we finished the Torah scroll, reading it. That was the very, very end of it. And I'll just do a Hagbah. I'll try to do a Hagbah to show you that it is the end indeed. Can I ask someone to sit here, then I can pass the Torah scroll afterwards to be dressed? Oh.
Baruch Shenatan Torah.
TLSE. And we'll go now to the very beginning, and we'll be reading the first 3 days of the creation. And Kalat Bereshit today, very special person, Sally Rosenberg. And Sally is here and representing her mom, Zichrona Livracha, which is a wonderful person. And Sally, I know that it means a lot to you to stand in front of people. It's a big thing. And thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate that. And I know that you've been always very protective of your mom and looked after her. And thank you very much for me as a rabbi and us as the community, because she definitely was one of the fundamental members, not only for this congregation, but also for liberal Judaism. A very special person. May her memory be very blessed. Ta'amot Sarah Yudit Bat Israel Ba'er Lekriyat HaTorah. בראשית ברא אלוהים את השמיים ואת הארץ. והארץ הייתה תוהו ובוהו, וחושך על פני תהום. ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים. ויאמר אלוהים יהיה אור, ויהי אור. וירא אלוהים את האור כי טוב. ויבדל אלוהים בין האור ובין החושך. ויקרא אלוהים לאור יום, ולחושך קרא לילה. ויהי ערב, ויהי בוקר. Woo! That was the first day. 2 more days, guys. Come on, joining in. ויאמר אלוהים יהי רקיע בתוך המים, ויהי מבדיל בין יום במים למים. ויעש אלוהים את הרקיע, ויבדל בין המים אשר מתחת לרקיע, ובין המים אשר מעל לרקיע. ויהי כן. ויקרא אלוהים לרקיע שמיים. ויהי ערב, ויהי בוקר, יום שני. ויאמר אלוהים, יקבעו המים מתחת השמיים אל מקום אחד. ותראה היבשה, ויהי כן. ויקרא אלוהים ליבשה ארץ או למקווה המים, קרא ימים. וירא אלוהים כי טוב. ויאמר אלוהים, תדשה הארץ דשא עשב מזריע זרע, עץ פרי עשה פרי למינו, אשר זרעו בו על הארץ. ויהי כן. ותוצא הארץ דשא עשב מזריע זרע למינו, ועץ עשה פרי אשר זרעו בו למינו. וירא אלוהים כי טוב. ויהי ערב, ויהי בוקר, יום שלישי. We'll create a better tune next year, but it's a good start. That was the 3rd day.
When God began to create heaven and earth, the earth being unformed and void with darkness over the surface of the deep, a wind from God sweeping over the water, God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 1st day. God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the water, that it may separate water from water." God made the expanse, and it separated the water, which was below the expanse, from the water, which was above the expanse. And it was so. God called the expanse sky, and there was evening, and there was morning, a 2nd day. God said, "Let the water below the sky be gathered onto one area, that the dry land may appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. And God saw that this was good. And God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, seed-bearing plants, fruit trees of every kind on earth that bear fruit, with the seed in it. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, seed-bearing plants of every kind, and trees of every kind, bearing fruit with the seed in it. And God saw that this was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, a third day.
Yishikor, shall we do Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, just to make it even more special? No, wait, we haven't done the blessing and I haven't done the Chagbah. I'm just trying to get away of my responsibilities. Sorry. Got too excited, sorry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natabachu, v'takanu Baruch atah Adonai u'tam haTorah.
Amen! And now it's Yishikor! Okay, well, do the Chagbah. Okay, now it's on my left one. Thank you very much. And now please be seated. And while we're addressing the second Torah scroll, let's do Siman Tov, Mazel Tov to our two kolot. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov. Thank you very much. And we proceeded now putting the Torah scroll back in the ark. Can I ask Jack and Emily to and we will put the Torah scroll back on page 511. 511. And we will finish our service before we'll continue with the Kiddush and more celebration on page 520. 520. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, אשר שם חלקנו יחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. הוא נוטה שמיים ויסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגופן מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, ודעת היום ושבת אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. We continue with Kaddish on page 524. 524. If you have a yurtzeit today, please say the name of your loved one out loud, or unmute yourself if you're on Zoom. I would like to remember today Rosita Rosenberg, Zichrona Livracha, let her memory be for a blessing, and we wish you Saleh and long life. And also would like to remember today Lee Collis, Zichrona Livracha, let his memory be for a blessing, and we wish a long life to his parents, Linda and Jeffrey Collis. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah, ba'alma divrach cheruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayichon v'yomichon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman karif v'imru, Amen. Yeh shmei Rabbah mevarach la'alam almei almaya. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויצדר ויצלה ויצלל שמי קודשה בריחו, לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהיה שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל בני אדם, ואמרו Amen. And please don't be seated. Stacy, come here. We will finish today with Hine Matov Umanayim, our last chance, our last celebration tomorrow. Just hug your neighbor, your loved one. Yes, give them a nice embrace. And let's do it together. Hine Matov Umanayim, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבט אחים גם יחד. Thank you very much. חג שמח! Well for coming. And now is Kiddush. Kiddush in the sukkah. Any sweets you see there, they are yours. Please take them. Only those ones who are considered still to be children. And who are the children? Those who are below bar or bat mitzvah age. Below bar or bat mitzvah age. Chag Sameach. Oh, we are saying goodbye to our Zoom community, unfortunately, so I'll just say goodbye to you. Yeah, you're not children, but you can help yourself to some sweets. Chag Sameach to David and Terry and Sheila Benson. Oh, we mentioned you today. Lovely to see you again. And to Louis Shirley. No, it's a mom only. Sorry, it's not Louis, but it's mom. Jackie. And Chag Sameach to Jackie. Good Yom Tov, as well as Josh and Anna. Good Yom Tov. Chag Sameach to you. Thank you for joining us.